afternoon, my movie-loving brothers and sisters. Thank you guys for joining us on this Wednesday afternoon on the Screen Tech Live YouTube channel, where we like to talk about all things movies, movie news, and other screen-related stuff. I am, of course, your humble host, Keith Toothman. I am joined today by my friend, colleague, and co-host here on Hump Day, humping along with us, Lucas Farney. Lucas, how you doing today, buddy?
Pretty great, man. It's been a hell of a hump day, you know what I mean? So, yeah, but it's good to be here. Good to see you.
Yeah, we've had some very nice weather the past couple of days. It's been nice. Been very nice. Guys, thank you for joining us here. Just a few things I want to get out of the way. As always, we do have an Xbox Series S that we're still trying to give away. In order to do that, make sure you're subscribed. We need more subscribers. Once we hit 20K subscribers, we will give that Xbox away. There's a video up on the channel. Go check it out if you haven't already. But to give you a little rundown, if you send in a super chat during a live show, including today's live show, it enters you in for a chance to win that Xbox Series S. So make sure you're sending in those super chats for your chance to win that bad boy. Also, we do have our new channel membership up. Make sure you guys are going and checking that out. Shout out to all our current channel members. All the support goes a long way in helping the show continue to improve and continue to just happen in general. So thank you so much. And if you have not joined, you can check it out in the About tab under the members only link. So go check that out there for sure. Let me see. What else is there to talk about today? I feel like there was an off the top. Oh yeah, I do want to mention that that 90 show drops tonight. I was mentioning that a little while ago to Lucas. I do plan on checking out that 90 show pretty soon. I don't know if I'm going to stay up till, midnight or 2 a.m. necessarily tonight to watch it, but as soon as I can check it out, I'm going to check out that 90 show. So in a way, it's kind of game day. Also, Dana White in the events preceding him slapping his wife and his wife slapping him has started a new slap fight league that starts and premieres tonight that I am super excited about as well. Can't wait to see some fools get slapped up. I will be watching that. Shout out to Dana White. We know you're the true slap king.
Slapping them cheeks someday.
But yeah, just a couple things I wanted to get out of the way. I thought there was one other thing. It's not coming to me. So yeah, the way we like to do things is we like to go over a few main topics, and at the end of the show, we like to take any comments or questions or chats, super chats, anything you guys leave down in that comment section below. So make sure you guys are interacting down there, asking us any questions, and make sure you're sticking around to the end of the show to see any of those questions or comments or super chats get answered. All right, with that down, we're going to go ahead and jump in to our first main topic today. And our first main topic today is this. So I went out and seen the new James Wan produced movie, Megan. This was probably a week or two ago. I'm not really sure. It's been a little while. I have a small, quick out-of-theater review video up. Go check that out if you haven't already. I love this movie. I thought this was awesome. Like I said, going into it, it's kind of like a Chucky thing. So how do you really add much new to this or make it much different? But it was really good. I loved it. I have also mentioned to you, Lucas, that Chucky and Megan have now been on Twitter going back and forth with each other about who has the most body count and who's the best killer doll and who would win in a fight. And I keep saying that we want to see that romp, that Freddy versus Jason, Megan versus Chucky movie. It's a joke now, but...
but I mean, right.
But anyways, well, there wasn't like much time that it went past from the release, which it did really well. It made like $30 million opening weekend, second to only Avatar 2, obviously, right? It was, James Wan was saying, hey, it looks like we could get a sequel, and if it's available, I already have one kind of an idea, and I totally want to do the sequel. So I was like, man, that'd be cool. It sounds like we were probably going to get it as long as it's as successful as it looks. It's still in the 90% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's still making money at the box office. It's still really in our pop culture right now. It's still being talked about a lot. And right now, it's going to be talked about more because Megan 2 has officially been announced already, with a title and a 2025 release date already set. This is coming to us from the guys over at Screen Rant. Let's read a little bit of this article. Megan 2 is officially happening and already has a 2025 release date set by Blumhouse. The 2023 movie year found a surprise hit with The Gate of a Killer AI doll movie Megan, becoming a box office, critical, and viral sensation. The film followed an inventor named Gemma, played by Allison Williams, who creates an AI doll meant to help her protect, teach, and play with children. However, Megan's programming leads her to take a violent turn and begin killing those who pose a threat to Katie. The success of Megan and its popularity online has left hopes for a sequel quite high. After confirming before the sequel was already being talked about, The Hollywood Reporter reports now that Megan 2 is officially happening and will be titled Megan, appropriately be titled, I should say, Megan 2.0, and has a January 17th, 2025 release date already set. Kelly Cooper is returning to write the script, and after working on the first movie and Malignant, Allison Williams and Violet McGraw are also confirmed to return as Gemma and Katie. There is no word yet on if Megan cast members Amy Donald or Jenna Davis will return to bring the killer doll to life, but I did see them on Twitter saying they would literally do 8 Megan movies, so probably. While directors Gerald Johnstone has yet to sign on for the sequel, additionally, Allison Williams will produce Megan 2 alongside James Wan, Jason Blum, and others. This is awesome. Super exciting news for all those fans of Megan, the people that are enjoying it. Like I said, it has become this big TikTok kind of viral sensation outside of just being a really, really good movie, man. If you guys haven't had a chance to check out Megan, man, check it out. It's a really good movie. Don't wait. Go see it in theaters. It looks awesome. Lucas, I know you haven't had a chance to see Megan, but you're hearing this news on a sequel already just weeks after its release. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, well, you know what they say, this business at the end of the day is all about them doll hairs, right? So it's not surprising, given, I mean, how high praise you've given it, you know, obviously, it's been really well received. I do need to get out and check this out, because yeah, this sounds awesome. Another thing, you probably got to give props to the media team, like the marketing team. I mean, like, what geniuses to get on there on Twitter and, like, you know, use, because Chucky already had its Twitter account, right? And just get on there. I mean, just genius. That's just Chucky level genius,
right?
And it's great. Really happy for them, and yeah.
And if you get a chance, you're gonna go out and check out the first time. You've seen the trailer for it, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, it looks great.
Yeah, I'm gonna see it as soon as I can.
Yeah, for sure. You definitely should. And I mean, this is encouraging news to again make you, you know, in the world of like Netflix releases a movie and then 2 weeks later, or a series, and 2 weeks later cancels that series. This is the opposite of that. We get a movie that's so good, so we can get both sides of that coin.
It's always exciting.
It's good to see that this movie's doing good and that it's going to get that sequel for all the people that want to see it. Guys, have you guys had a chance to check out this movie, Megan? Are you excited for Megan 2.0? Definitely let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. All right, with that down, we're going to jump into our second main topic today, and our second main topic today is this. So we just had a chance to check out this little teaser trailer thing for the Netflix Save the Date trailer teaser is what I think it's called. This was really awesome. I love this. I wish and I hope that they continue to do this more often. I hope Amazon and everyone else follows suit. It is very nice to have the dates to save. As we would know, a theatrical film that's coming out. I often talk about how movies on Netflix just pop the hell up out of nowhere and we knew nothing about them. Well, at least now we know a little bit, right? And I have a list here from this article from Deadline where it looks like there's a lot of them that are listed here, and we're gonna go through. I'm just gonna read some of these, and I'm gonna stop at ones in particular that I may be interested in. Lucas, stop me if you find anything that you may be interested in. And so it's gonna start with Doggone. Not really sure what this is. Don't know a lot about it. I did see, obviously, all of this stuff was in the trailer, so we got to see little glimpses of all of it. And honestly, everything we seen looked really well made and really nice. The next one would be Jung-E, which is a non-English title and a non-English movie, I believe. The next one would be You People. You People is something I'm interested in because my favorite actor and maybe possibly human being on the planet is Jonah Hill. That comes out soon too as well, January 27th. Also has Eddie Murphy, longtime comedy movie legend, teaming up with Jonah Hill. That should be great. Super excited to see that. There's Pamela, a love story. There is True Spirit. There is Bill Russell Legend, which is a documentary about the life and legacy of Bill Russell. That seems pretty interesting to me. Your Place or Mine. We Have a Ghost, which has a lot of people that we love in it. Including Anthony Mackie. I'm a huge Anthony Mackie fan. Luther the Fallen Son. Not sure about what this is, but I've heard lots of...
Well, it's a TV series already, right? Like, that's where
I think
Idris
so.
Elba got his start.
Yes, and this is the movie of... That's what I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Movie sequel, kind of like the Breaking Bad movie did.
Let's be honest. We'll watch anything with Idris Elba in it. So, make him James Bond. Let's move on. The Magician's Elephant... That sounds amazing. Murder Mystery 2. I really love this first movie. This comes out March 31st, just a couple weeks after my birthday. I love a whodunit, a Clue, a Murder Mystery 1. Sure. I thought was awesome. I know these Adam Sandler new movies are very divisive for everyone, and it's a very hit and miss thing. But I know a lot of people love Jennifer Aniston. I think the team, the combination of them is really great. I really love this, and I can't wait to see the second one. So super looking forward to this. A Tourist Guide to Love. The Mother, which we've seen a little bit of with Jennifer Lopez as a producer and starring in, and it looked great. Extraction 2. I never got the chance to see Extraction 1. Did you, Lucas?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, me neither. I believe this was like directed by or produced by the Russo brothers, starring Chris Hemsworth. He also has an axe in the movie, and he says he's coming out of retirement, and then throws it like Mjolnir. Come on. Let's see what else we got.
Yeah. It was written by the Russo brothers.
Yeah, there you go.
At least the first one.
They cloned Tyrone. This sounds that sounds awesome. Heart of Stone, Lift, Damsel, Pain Hustlers, The Killer, which is David Fincher's new film. Super excited about that.
Oh yeah.
Leo, A Family Affair, Leave the World Behind, and then something else I definitely want to talk about is Rebel Moon. The new Zack Snyder movie. This looks really great. It has what's his name, Daijumon Hanso. He looks amazing, right? It looks like a 300 type thing, like
almost
it's just so
300 meets
like,
Star Wars,
like in that badassery way, you know, like kick that dude in the hole kind of way, right?
Level.
Yes, like
for
just
sure.
Big level shit.
I mean, Zack Snyder is the king of that
kind of stuff,
for sure,
right? Yeah, and this looked great. All this stuff looks great, good or bad.
Oh, it's got Carrie Elwes.
Yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
and Sophia Botella's in it, who I'm a huge fan of. And
Hopkins,
also
right?
Ray Fisher's in that, and Charlie Hunnam.
Nice.
But yeah, also let's see what else we got on this list. I think we're almost done here. We have Chupa, Kill Boksun, Happiness for Beginners, The Perfect Find, Love at First Sight, NYAD, Spaceman, The Archies, Best Christmas Ever, Carga Maxima, Shakta Express, Chicken Run, The Dawn of the Nugget. Chicken Run 2, basically the sequel to Chicken Run that we've been waiting for literally over 2 decades. We will finally get that this year. Can't wait to see that. Landing on Netflix. How great is that? I hope we get a little limited release like they did with Knives Out in theaters, so I could take my daughter out to see Chicken Run. Like I got to go see it when I was a young one in theaters. Let's see. We also have Choose Love, The Deepest Breath, Maestro, Monkey Man, The Monkey King, Nimona, Players, The Outlaws, Reptile, Rustin, Shirley, Victims and Suspect, and an untitled Wes Anderson film. That's very interesting. The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar is the adaptation. So that's leave it to Wes Anderson to find the most obscure and unknown and most likely irrelevant thing to make relevant. But yeah, all this looks great, looks fun. Lucas, you're seeing this on this list of what you do see. What are you most looking forward to?
Definitely Rebel Moon.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, it's like Zack Snyder's take on Star Wars almost, right? Like that's why it's called Rebel Moon.
Right.
And it just looks so awesome. Because it was originally, an idea he pitched to Lucasfilms to do a Star Wars one, and Disney rejected him, right?
Right.
And Netflix, good old Netflix, right? Same with Chicken Run, but yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to the Rebel Moon. It looks epic, like you said. There was that one that had God, I can't remember her name now. 18, chick from Stranger Things.
Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah. What was that one where she's like got the sword? I couldn't remember.
Oh, I don't know, but that looked great.
That? Yeah, right.
That looked great.
That's what I was looking for in the
list.
list.
That was the mother. That was the mother.
That
I believe.
what? Wow. Okay.
I believe
then
that was
that
the
one.
Let me check.
I'm pretty excited for that.
The mother. Let's see here. No, that's not it. I don't know, but it did look. It looked very good.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was Damsel. Yep, that's it. It's called Damsel. It comes out October 13th.
Sweet.
And
cool.
Starring Millie Bobby Brown. Yeah, that looked great too as well. Yeah. Huge list, lots of movies coming out. Glad that Netflix is actually marketing something, doing some kind of thing.
Right. No, and I want to say how much I appreciate that too. Like, I really do hope that all the other streaming services really follow suit. I mean, it's just smart, right? Like, I'm still waiting to hear from Disney about when the next like Marvel thing I'm gonna get is and all that, like,
or anything,
right? So.
Right.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. So glad to see it. Guys, you guys are seeing this. Have you had a chance to check out this trailer for the Netflix Save the Date with all these new films and series and things coming? If you guys haven't had a chance to check it out, go do. It was really cool, really fun to watch, and definitely gives you some insight into all the things Netflix has going on. If you guys have had a chance to check it out, what'd you think? What are you looking forward to the most, to the least? Definitely let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. All right, with that down, we're going to jump into our third main topic today. And our third main topic today is this. So, James Feige over at DC, right, has taken over James Gunn. I'm calling him James Feige, obviously, because he is now, the Feige of DC. And he has recently done like a little interview. Wasn't kind of, a big deal, this little one-off little thing he said, but I just want to talk about it, and I wanted to, why I have you here in the studio, Lucas, get your opinion on it for sure. And this is what he said. So I have this article here pulled up from Screen Rant, and I want to jump through past all of this stuff here, and I want to get right to the quote that James Gunn said. This is in reference to the Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and filming with, in particular, the core of the galaxy, or of the Guardians. And this is what he had to say about it. This cast and I are like this cast are like my family, he says. I cannot tell you how close I am to Chris Pratt and Palm and Dave and Zoe and Karen, but I also know I will work with all of those people individually again. He adds, laughing, probably at my other job. Whoa. What? Okay, so this is something to talk about. So that means that we could see Chris Pratt and Dave Bautista and even potentially Zoe Saldana or Karen Gillian in the DC universe playing DC characters. Not maybe, but it sounds like.
But I also know I will work again with all those people.
I know, individually. And, you know, it's. Come on.
It'll probably be at my
How do you
job.
know it's individually?
Right. And probably at your other job.
Yeah. So what this sounds like to me is that in the future, at some point in this DC world that, again, James Feige, and applies now more than ever, is creating, could include the Guardians of the Galaxy cast members, in not all together, but in individual different roles. For all we know, Dave Bautista is the next Superman.
No, hold that. No. Batista has petitioned Warner Brothers for a long time to let him play Bane, actually. So I bet you could see him in that.
That would make sense. I could see him playing Bane.
Right.
He'd be a good Bane.
Right, and Karen Gillan, there's been a lot of fan casting for her and a lot of stuff I've seen over there, like maybe Batgirl. Yeah, and he pretty much said all of them, right? Like other than Bradley Cooper and Vin Diesel.
Right, exactly. And which are mainly voice actors in that world. But what I want to also talk about is not only the idea that he is pretty much confirming that he is going to bring those core over, Guardians people, individually actors, into his DC universe that he's creating. This leads me to wonder and question, who else? Who else does he bring over with him? Because as James Gunn has been in Marvel for years, he has made those relationships, not just with the Guardians of the Galaxy, but what about my boy Will Poulter? I bet he's made a good relationship with James Gunn, filming Guardians of the Galaxy 3. You also had Seth Green playing Howard the Duck. That was all his kind of thing, too. There's
Yondu.
Yeah, well, there's nothing in the world that James Gunn makes that Michael Rooker doesn't eventually show up in. And technically, he was in the Suicide Squad, right? But yeah, so again, very interesting, and it comes on the cusp of all of this stuff. With give me 1 second. It comes on the cusp of all this stuff with Henry Cavill and Superman, and now all these kind of whispers of, oh, maybe he'll play Hyperion, maybe he'll play, Sentry for.
They're just trading him back and forth.
Yeah. And then there's this word of those same murmurs about Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Oh, well, maybe he'll be the Thing, or maybe he'll be this, or there's all these
Ben
rumblings
Affleck too,
now.
I've heard about,
right? And so now it kind of seems like an old school WCW, WWE swap of champions.
Switch them up.
Is what may be happening here.
Let's do it.
Really cool, man. I think it's interesting that all these people love James Gunn enough to do this, to say, hey, I'm tired of doing this. I mean, Zoe Saldana was just, in the media, confidently being like, dude, I wish I would have never signed him to do this Marvel shit ever. And then to find out that, but James Gunn's going to be like, yeah, come over here. And she's going to be like, what are we doing? That's pretty crazy. But she's probably not going to have to be covered up in 12 hours of makeup during every one of those shoots.
Well, he knows
You know,
how much,
she would be a great, if we're going to keep
Poison Ivy.
If we're going to keep the DCEU or DCU separate from the Batman universe, she's your Catwoman, man. She's a great Catwoman. I mean, she's got the body, she's got the physicality.
For sure.
She's great. Yeah, would love to see her play anything. Love Zoe Saldana, one of the best actresses on the planet. So, but yeah, anyway, Lucas, you're hearing this. What are your thoughts, man? What do you think? Do you think this confirms do you think this confirms that he's saying, hey, these people are going to be in my world and playing in my playground again, but in this new world that I'm creating over at DC? And then B, who else and what else does this mean moving forward?
No, you know what I mean? No, I absolutely think that's confirmation, you know. As to what roles they're going to play, I mean, the only one that I can really think of that also kind of seemingly confirms something else is Batista playing Bane, like I said. Just because I know he's petitioned for it a bunch. But, like, again, the fact that he named all of them and then said, I will work with them again individually, probably at my other job. That's a yes. But I also want to say that the first half of that about how he said they're like family to him. I mean, that they are. You remember when he got fired from Disney and they all like stood with him?
Yeah,
and
like,
everything?
hey, we'll quit playing our shit.
Yeah, absolutely. Right?
We're not doing
like,
it without
over
him.
A joke. Yeah,
like they literally. That isn't talked about enough. Actually, I'm glad you bring that up.
Well, and that's
because
why
they stood their ground, and that's part of the reason. Again, it's not talked about enough, but that's part of the reason he got hired back is because they said, "Okay, well, then do it all without us, all of us, because we will not do this movie without James Gunn directing it."
Right.
That's pretty. Again, I'm glad you bring that. It's a great point because that just shows you how loyal these guys are to James Gunn. Like, so again, if James Gunn calls one of these individuals and is like, hey, I got a part.
Well, he's probably already been talking to him.
Come on, right? Like, as he's filming, like, you know what you would be really good at?
Batista, I know you've always wanted to play Bane.
Do the Bane voice. Do the Bane voice.
Right.
Right. Yeah, for sure. I totally can see it. And, yeah, I can't wait to start hearing more and seeing what some of these things are going to be. Guys, you're hearing this information. What are you guys' thoughts on all this? Do you think that this definitely does mean he's bringing these core actors from the Guardians over to his DC universe? Do you not? Definitely let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. All right, with that down, we're going to jump into our fourth main topic today. And our fourth main topic today is this. So, Ant-Man 3 and the Quantum Mania of Madness is what I'm calling it, is premiering just within, the next few weeks. We're looking at like what, 2-3 weeks now, maybe a little more, a little less.
It's like
maybe a solid month.
February,
maybe. Is it like the 18th?
It's like February like 16th or something.
Okay, so yeah, so just a little under a month away now for Ant-Man 3, which will kick off Phase 5. Correct?
February 17th, yeah.
February 17th is the release date. We'll kick off Phase 5 of the MCU. So, what I want to talk about in this topic is what we want. One thing, specifically one thing that each of us want from Phase 5. And this could be anything from a character to a plot line to a certain thing from the comics to a certain character dying or being resurrected. It could be anything you want it to be. And Lucas, I'm going to give you some time to think about it because I'm going to go first. And I think this thing that I'm going to say has been on my mind for too long. And it's been something that kind of keeps me up at night for way too long. And I'm ready for it to be resolved. And I'm ready to feel the way I used to feel back when I first started watching the MCU. And that is, I want the Hulk back. I want the character that I know and love, the nuclear option, the end-all, be-all, let's not get that going right now. I want that back. I want us to know and everyone to fear the Hulk, because he should be feared. There's this talks of a World War Hulk series or movie. We know we had the ending of She-Hulk with his son Scar, and maybe it turns into that buddy cop comedy kind of thing that we hear about, but maybe it turns into something really serious, and we get that real Hulk back that really opens the eyes back to everyone on Earth to remind them, oh shit, we forgot about that thing. Because he is that, and he always should be that. And, it started in Infinity War with him taking that quick little, 1.5 minute ass whooping from Thanos in the beginning. And ever since then, that the character has just become neutered more and more and more, to the point where now, as a fan, and you look over here where Lucas sits, and there's all this Hulk stuff over here, because that is my favorite character. That is who I want to see the most of. And now, as a fan, Hulk has become like a joke to me, and it's almost like I don't want to see it, but I want to see it just because I want more Hulk, right? And that's sad, and it sucks as a fan. So my number one thing that I want to see coming into Phase 5 is Hulk be back to being Hulk. I want that big, scary monster. I want a horror movie made like in the way of an Alien, but where Hulk is the thing that's loose on the ship. That's what I want. Lucas, you've had some time to think about it now. Phase 5, going into it, one thing you want the most of any possibilities. I'm a genie in a bottle, baby. Tell me what you want.
I want Mephisto, because from the get-go of Phase 4, which was WandaVision, right? We thought Mephisto was in every single
still do.
Shadow. He's still around.
We still try. We'll try to fit it in anywhere. Oh, red! He's wearing red.
Right.
Mephisto.
No, and Marvel didn't make it any better. You know what I mean? Like with Loki, the Red Devil thing. They just
started to lean into the idea that they knew what we have. Right. And good for them.
Right, and they played us well, and now it sounds like. It sounds like they played us very nice, But no, I'm really excited for that. It's really increased my anticipation for Agatha.
Oh yeah,
with it being in that, and he seems like he's going to be in the background, really a minor, but very still major in his own way villain. Obviously Kang is going to be. And who knows? Maybe it'll tie in with that. I mean, Kang is the conqueror of all realms, and that could include the Hell realm.
Sure.
Who knows? You know what I mean? And so I'm really looking forward to just seeing how he plays into it. I mean, he's literally the devil,
right?
And that's gonna be great.
Yeah,
it's cool.
That's a good one. Yeah, like I said, we were all like you said, we were all looking for him, and we always have been, and we always will be. He's all around us. Anyways, guys, I want to ask you guys, what is one thing that you are looking forward to or that you want the most to happen going into Phase 5 of the MCU? Definitely let me know what you think down in the comments section below. All right, with that down, we're going to jump into our fifth and final main topic today. And our fifth and final main topic today is this. So it seems like we've been talking a lot about biopics around here on the channel, and today's not going to slow down at all. As the main topic of the show today states, there is a Michael Jackson biopic on the way, and what's really cool about it is it looks to be like it's going to be directed by Antoine Fuqua. The director of Training Day, and he recently did Will Smith's movie Emancipation. Let's read a little bit of this article coming to us from Variety. Director Antoine Fuqua will helm the upcoming biopic titled, quote, Michael, based on the life of Michael Jackson from Lionsgate, which will distribute the film worldwide. Set to begin principal photography in 2023. That's this year, guys. The movie will be produced by Graham King, Oscar winner for The Departed in 2006, and the three-time nominee, The Aviator, Hugo, and Bohemian Rhapsody, which won 4 Oscars, including Best Actor for Rami Malek as Freddie Mercury. Written by Skyfall scribe John Logan, Michael is said to give audiences the never-before-told in-depth portrayal of the Grammy-winning singer who became the king of pop. The film will explore all aspects of Michael's life, wink, wink, including the most iconic performances that led him to become the greatest entertainer of all time. Wink, wink. Logan has assembled 3 Oscar noms for Gladiator, The Aviator, and Hugo. This looks awesome. I can't wait. I do not like biopics, but I'll tell you what I do like. And maybe it's because long ago I was a small white boy. But I loved Michael Jackson as much as he probably, if he ever would have met me, would have really loved me. And,
you and me both, yeah.
And all I ever wanted to do was be able to sing as good as Mike. He had the greatest voice, I believe, that man has ever had the blessing to be able to hear, and he had it. He was blessed with it at an age of like 5 years old. This is, again, something like they did the Elvis biopic with Austin Butler, was that his name? Didn't see it, don't care, never want to see it. Hope it burns under the ground. I hope people loved it, though. But this, I definitely want to see. I love Michael Jackson. I really do. I have a connection with his music. I was a huge fan of the Jackson 5. There's lots of things about this that I really, really, really like. I'm a huge fan of, obviously, Training Day. Antoine Fuqua directing this sounds awesome. It does mention that it's going to get in all aspects of his life, which I assume includes, you know, some of the bad,
pedophilia,
nasty, no good stuff.
Yes.
And it should, as all things should. You know, we talk often about how biopics are, like I always say, are quite often the same or very similar in ways. Well, this one's going to be a little bit different, but ends the same way nonetheless. Lucas, you're hearing this information. Antoine Fuqua directing Michael, the Michael Jackson biopic for Lionsgate, set to begin shooting just later this year, which probably means a 2024 release. What are your thoughts, man?
I will tell you for sure, at first when I saw we were doing this, I was like, I was just nervous about it. You know what I mean? Because of the nitty gritty, dirty stuff that he was into, you know, and it sounds like that it's in the right hands, and I'm really hoping that it paints an honest picture of it, because man, I did love Michael Jackson growing up too, and it sucks like hearing his music. Like I just really try to block it out so I can enjoy it again. But
problem is, there's just so many iconic moments outside of the music. Like
I know
him dangling the baby over, like that to me was, it's as iconic as that 98 white Ford Bronco driving down the highway when they were trying to get OJ, you know, like you just know, it was very iconic.
Yeah.
And there was lots of moments like that. I mean, naming your kid Blanket, having kids with a woman, but never really having kids. I mean, he claims to have slept with so many women, and
he was married to Elvis's daughter,
right? But it never seemed, who, by the way, you know, just passed away. God rest her soul. But yeah, who it seemed that they never really had much of a sexual relationship. Yeah, lots going on there to dive into about in this world, right, Lucas, of the LGBTQ community and representation.
Absolutely.
We are dealing with a lot here, a potential individual that may be a myriad of those different things.
Well, and
we never really seen that, and this is going to put a spotlight on some of that, I guarantee you.
Well, and not just that, not just his part of it when he was an adult, but if they're talking about all aspects, I mean, surely they'll paint an honest picture of the abuse that he suffered when he was a kid, right?
Sure.
And not that it
like
ever
that.
excuses not that it ever excuses what he did later on. He just continues the cycle of abuse, obviously. But I'm really, really excited for this movie now.
Yeah, for sure.
Do we know who's going to be playing Mike?
I don't think so, but you know,
I'm sure they always get someone great.
Right. Yeah. If it's going to be, if you got to pick someone, you know, if we're going singing wise, you got to go with the only person that I think is like on the level of icon today, which is Bruno Mars. And he could do all the dancing.
What about The Weeknd?
All right, we're moving on. We're moving on. The Weeknd is too busy. He can't feel his face, man. He can't freaking feel his face. But yeah, guys, have you guys had a chance to check out this news about this new biopic coming called Michael, directed by Antoine Fuqua? Definitely let me know what you guys think. Let me know all your thoughts down in the comment section below. All right, with that down, we are all out of main topics today, and we are going to wrap up the show. I appreciate everyone being here, cycling it out. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button. I see there's 3 people in here. Hit that thumbs up button. Lucas, I appreciate you being here. Sure. Where can people find you at, buddy?
Twitter, Instagram, at Lucas_Farney.
Awesome. And you guys know where to find me, at Keaton Toothman, right there on Twitter. Yeah, guys, we will be back here. When will you be back in the studio, Lucas?
Probably Friday. I don't think I work Friday.
Sweet, so. Friday. So we'll see Lucas back Friday. I will be back in here tomorrow, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I will see you guys then.